What is up, everybody? It is your favorite negative YouTuber, Road Mother Effing Hero. And we are back with another video talking about the Forbidden and Limited List update, aka Emergency Ban List. And yeah, man, it's dropped literally while I was at work, which is why you guys didn't get it. And then by the time I came home, I cooked some dinner for I bought some food for my son and we Beybladed it. We have a tournament tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about the ban list because yeah, this actually matters and I might be interested in going to locals soon. So let's see what Konami did, man. Everything's right here. There's no limited, there's no unlimited. And essentially, just to get straight to the point, Proto's banned, Monair banned, Barrier Statue of Drought banned, Barrier Statue of Inferno banned, Faustana banned, Evil Storm Ouroboros banned, Dimensional Barrier banned. Now, looking on Facebook, majority of the world is happy. Everyone's ecstatic that we got an emergency ban list because it finally feels like Konami is listening to us. But while y'all calling me negative, there's a lot of people online just not liking this list. I've seen people on my own personal Facebook page say, "Hey, why they banned these cars? These cars didn't do anything. People are just complaining, or why didn't they hit Miss Rugi a little harder?" And this is the thing, like I haven't played a Yu-Gi-Oh in about a month, so I know the format changes a lot. But Miss Rugi ain't changed that much. Last time I played was the start of the Yummy format. I know the things evolve. I did watch the YCS Anaheim. You got some of my reaction to it and things like that. And a lot of this stuff right here is just nutty. Like Protos, for example, right? If you guys watch YCS Anaheim stream, it was so mind-numbingly boring to see people drop Protos and just be ignorant as hell and be like, well, you didn't beat my combo. Protos. Game, come at me, bro. Come at me. And it's just kind of like, bro, I'm kind of glad they got rid of it. It should never come out the ban list anyway. And then Mjolnir, this is something I didn't know about until I watched Anaheim. This is something that a lot of the Yummy decks was doing. I think it was Yummy, one of the main decks. I forgot what deck was. That thing was getting used right here because it's essentially a puppet lock, and it had to go. Barrier Statue of Earth. I was told by my personal friends on Facebook friends that it was used in Raizu. Didn't even know about that. The fire one was used in a different deck, and then also we got Pasadena, which is kind of splash and different things. So all that stuff had to go. Now my thing is, why didn't the water barrier statue get banned? Because different decks can't abuse that, and I'm pretty sure decks will abuse that. They also had a wind barrier statue. In my opinion, just to save face, Konami should have just banned all the barrier statues just for moving forward. We don't deal with no BS because I don't like hyperflug at Yu-Gi-Oh. Even though I'm a hero player, I feel like when heroes flug it with things like Dark Law is so easy to out that the flooding it does don't outright win you the game all the time, at least in current modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because even though we can still play through things like Rock, which is aka Nibiru, we don't necessarily loot. It still hurts a lot. And then obviously, even some more Ouroboros, I haven't really seen anybody too complain about this. This had to go. Like, I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2012 during the wind-up format, and I gotta say, getting your hand, ripping hands for 4 to 5 is hilarious. Now, obviously, Ouroboros wasn't like a 4 to 5 hand rip. Well, technically, it could have been depending on the hand. However, with the Mitsurugi, Raizio deck, or just decks in general, depending on what version of Raizio you want to run, just hand ripping in modern Yu-Gi-Oh now is too impactful. Yu-Gi-Oh is a resource management based card game, and every little bit of resource helps, which is why going first they don't let you draw first anymore like it did back in the Edison days, because having that extra card going first matters, which is a big thing that people don't think about. And then D barrier, I've seen a lot of people complaining online about D barrier getting hit. I'm like, bro, I don't understand why. D barrier was freaking goofy. Any card that says flip it, I win, it should have been banned. Now I will say this: I have been seeing some people on Twitter talking about how they should have banned barrier statue to win, not the barrier statue, the Harpy's card, Harpy's Feather Storm. And I agree. I don't see how they missed that because that card is just as nutty as everything else here. But I guess I don't. There's really no excuse. I ain't even gonna say I guess. I really just don't know what the hell Konami was thinking about not banning Featherstorm. That should have been hit alongside everything else. But considering they have brung back emergency ban lists, I predict them maybe doing updates like they do the Master Duel. I don't know. Like my thing is with Yu-Gi-Oh currently, which is why I haven't had the enthusiasm to play Yu-Gi-Oh right now. I'm look at the camera right now. I'm kind of giving you guys a side pose. I'm too lazy to clean my desk off. I just Just playing Yu-Gi-Oh just feels like a chore to me at this point. Now, obviously, people can say, "Well, you're just saying that because you're not winning." I do win though. I do okay at locals when I play. I don't win all the time when my locals is still a good player, but I do pretty good. And when I go to events, I don't completely scrub out. It's not like I'm going 0 for a drop. I do pretty good at decent at event. I don't top all the time. I haven't topped in years, but I do make day two here and there. So it's kind of like I'm not a complete scrub at the game, but I definitely understand. It just after a while, with the way current modern Yu-Gi-Oh has been, it's just not as fun as it used to be. And I think for me and a lot of people, these changes, they're a good start in the right direction, but we have such bad history with Konami. It kind of is like, well, it's good they made these changes. However, I'm not gonna get my hopes up because they're just probably gonna obviously push us to new product. But I'm gonna try to keep this video on a positive note. I don't want to be super negative in this video because this is a good thing. W Konami for this emergency ban list. Last emergency ban list we had was, I believe, was in 2017. I did look it up prior to filming this video, and I did find something here on right here on Reddit. Emergency ban list from 10 years ago. That was like what, 2015. Then I did find one from 2017. So there was a lot of emergency ban lists that happened over the years. This ain't the first time they did this thing. I'm surprised they didn't call it emergency ban list. A few people I know believe that Konami must have like a new marketing team because they've been killing it with like a lot of their updates, like Yu-Gi-Oh Genesis, and then like giving the branded players their new structure deck. They didn't give it the hero players our deck, but it's neither here or there. At least branded players got their deck, so they're trying to make the game more fun, and I think this ban list is meant to do that. However, with the way current Yu-Gi-Oh is designed, it's kind of hard to have fun when with every deck taking like 3 to 5 minutes to make a play. I'm sorry, to make a board, on top of setting up multiple omni negations, and then when you add all this shit in the mix right here, it makes the game a little more unfair. Now, I will say this: people will say, "Hey, I just don't like the way you guys play. I'm done. I hate it." As somebody who's been playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh consistently, I will say when it's played back and forth, it's some of the best Yu-Gi-Oh you'll have. It gives me an adrenaline rush. Still, you have a good time, and you're gonna really enjoy yourself. But with the way Konami moves and the way they operate within that corporation as a whole, like this eBay list is good now. And I mentioned it in my video previously. Post Nationals, the game is kind of okay, right? It gets a little broken. They fixes things. The game is a little healthy for a while. Give it till about April, May. They're gonna start ramping up the power creep again to sell more product to meet their corporate greed goals, and then bam, toxic format again. Guarantee it. But let's hope that Konami learned their lesson because they are making good changes. They are giving us better prize support. They are giving us e-banners. They are giving us updates. They did make Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis, which I haven't checked out yet. Personally, I just haven't had the time. I work a lot. However, it's a step in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction, and I am all for Konami doing things for the players and making things better. And there's a lot of theories and word on the street is that people believe that Yu-Gi-Oh Genesis, as well as these updates for the TCG, is all from the TCG department. Now I know that kind of sounds dumb because it's TCG running TCG stuff, but hear me out. Back in the day, or for you guys that may or may not know, OCG pretty much tell TCG what to do. They made our ban list. They pretty much helped us out with everything. TCG had to go through OCG to get approval. And I know through the grapevine that a lot of people who work for the TCG, they know what the problem cards are. They know how to fix the game. Like Yu-Gi-Oh has a bigger issue than ban lists, but I don't want to make this into a different type of video. Yu-Gi-Oh has so many freaking issues that the North American department, I guess the only thing they can do to like make keep the main game the same the way the OCG wanted is by offering an alternate format to the TCG players, and hopefully it becomes more popular in the main game, which I hope it does too, because like even though this is banlist is good right now and I'm happy for it, right? The banlist is good right now, I'm happy for it. I know just deep down inside that it won't be before long before the game takes another turn. But like I said, W Konami, not trying to be too negative in this video, even though everyone say, "Oh man, you're so negative." It's like, dude, I've been playing this game for 20 fucking years. I can be negative if I want. It's my channel. If you don't like it, don't watch. But outside of being this rude with what I just said, but it's kind of like I said it 1,001 times. I'm not negative out of spite. I'm very passionate about the hobby. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Been doing this since I was a kid, and I hate to see what the game has become. So hopefully Konami keep with these W's. Shout out to Konami for this dope emergency ban list. And tell me what you guys think. Were you guys satisfied with it? Let me know. It's your boy Rogue here, and I'm signing out. Peace. I might be at a local soon. Been enjoying Beyblade X way too much, but that's a whole another topic for another day. Also, if you guys don't know, if you guys do like Beyblade X hobby, I do have a Beyblade channel. It's Rogue Hero BBX. Feel free to check it out. And yeah, I'm out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.